Okay, hello guys. I had a request to go over a couple of problems from section 14. This is the Beat the Test on page 343. So I'm going to go over these two problems as well as the Try It on page 345, I think, whichever ones Nika asked me for. Okay, so, and I cannot show you guys the calculator. I'm doing this on my iPad, so I'll just write out what I'm typing into my calculator. And of course, I'm using my graphing calculator because that's what I have with me. You guys will need to use the scientific calculators that we played with in class. So, beat the test. Roger Federer bought a can of 3 tennis balls as a present for his nephew. Crappy present. The can is just large enough for the tennis balls to fit inside. Part A, we want to find the total volume of the can. So the can is a cylinder, and the volume of a cylinder is pi r squared h, where r is the radius of the base, h is the height. We are only given that the diameter of the can is 2.7 inches. But we can find the radius from that. The radius is going to be half the diameter, or 1.35 inches. And we can find the height, because the height is just tall enough for 3 of the tennis balls. So the height is 3 times the diameter, which is 2.7, which is 8.1. I should have known that. Okay? So, the volume is going to be pi times 1.35 squared times 8.1. Now, one thing that is going to be important on your EOC is that they do not appear to be using the pi symbol on the calculator most of the time. They appear to be using 3.14, which is, of course, the opposite of what I have been teaching you guys for the last 2 years. But you want to get the right answer for your EOC, so try both and see what you're required to round to, and we'll go from there. So 3.14 times 1.35 squared times 8.1 is going to end up being 46.35. And that's rounded, cubic inches. So 40, yeah, there's no way that's getting written in there. Ain't happening. .35 cubic inches. Okay, find the part B. Find the volume of empty space inside the can. Well, inside the can we have 3 balls, which are spheres. So the volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. And we're going to have 3 of them. We only need the radius here. So the radius we said was 1.35. So we're going to do 4/3 times 3.14 times 1.35 cubed. This will give us the volume of 1 of the tennis balls. So let me go ahead and do that. 4/3 times 3.14 times 1.35 cubed is going to be approximately 10.3 cubic inches. But that's the volume of 1, and we have 3. So 3 times the volume of the sphere is going to be 30.9 cubic inches. We were asked the volume of the empty space. So the volume of the empty space is going to be the volume of the can minus the volume of the tennis balls. So that's going to be 46.35 minus 30.90. And of course I have to use rounded values, even though I always tell you guys not to do that because we have we would get rounding error, but our calculator does not allow us to not use rounded values. We get approximately 15.45 cubic inches is the volume of empty space inside the can. All right, so what percent of the can is occupied by the tennis balls? So we're now going to take the total volume of the total volume of the tennis balls, which was the 30.9, and we're going to divide that by the total volume of the can, which was the 46.35, and that's going to give us approximately 0.6667, or 66 2/3. All right, hope that makes sense. If you still have questions, send them to me on Remind. Let's go ahead and do number 2. All right. So Club Cool and Epcot offers free samples of Coke products distributed worldwide. Flavors include Fanta Pineapple, Fanta Melon, Inca Kola, Vegeta Beta, and Sparberry. You can choose to have your sample served in either of the following containers. You've got a cone with a height of 16 inches, a radius of 4 inches. Or you've got a sphere with a volume, with a radius of 4 inches. Select all the statements that are correct. All right, so let's go ahead and find the volume. Let's go ahead and find the volume of both the cone and the sphere. The volume of the cone is going to be 1/3 pi r squared h. So I've got 1/3 pi, the radius is 4 squared, the height is 16. So this is going to simplify to be whatever 16 times 16 is. That's 256, I think. I should know that. Yes, 256. 256 pi over 3. That's the volume of the cone. Okay? Now we want the sphere, the volume of the sphere. The volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. So, since our radius is 4/3 pi times 4 cubed. Hey, look at that. We're doing 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. 256 over 3 pi. So that is actually the same as the previous, or as the cone. So let's look at our statement. Both containers hold the same amount of soda. Check. The cone holds more soda? No. The sphere holds more soda? No. The volumes are the same because the height of the cone is 4 times the radius, and both containers have the same radius. Yes. The volume is greater? No. The volume of the cone is greater? No. It cannot be determined? No. All right. So hopefully that makes sense. Please feel free to send questions if it doesn't. All right. So now we're looking at the try it on, I guess this is page 345. The new floor plan for the interior of the home is below. Marissa wants to cover various parts of the floors with carpet, tile, or wood. If carpet costs $1.14 per square foot, tile costs $1.29 per square foot, and wood flooring costs $1.99 per square foot, then how much will this project cost? So you got to look at what our shapes are here. We appear to have a semicircle that is carpet. We have a trapezoid that is tile. We have 2 small right triangles that are wood. And then we've got a parallelogram, but this parallelogram is actually not the entire parallelogram. This parallelogram's got this little teeny bitty triangle cut out of it. So we will have to subtract the area of that triangle from the total area of the parallelogram. So parallelogram minus triangle is going to be carpet. All right. So let's find the area of the tile part first. So the area of the tile part, we've got a trapezoid that's got bases of 15 feet and 25 feet and a height of 30 feet. So the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 the height times the sum of the bases. Nope, go away. Arc. All right. So the height is going to be 30, and the 2 bases are going to be 15 and 25. So that's 1/2 times 30 times 40, which is going to be 600 square feet. Okay? So now the trapezoid is the only area that is tile. So we are going to multiply that 600 square feet by $1.29 per square foot. And we're going to get $774 for just that part. That's just the tile section. Okay? All right. So now let's do the wood section. We've got 2 right triangles. Triangles are very easy. 1/2 base times height. So for the first triangle, we've got a base of 30 feet and a height of 5 feet. 1/2 30 times 5 is going to be 15 times 5 is 75. For the second triangle, we've got a base of 12 and a height of 2. 1/2 2 times 12 is going to be 12. So we've got 87 square feet of wood, and wood costs $1.99 per square foot. So 87 times $1.99 is going to be $173.13. All right, so that's the wood. Now we're ready to look at the carpet. All right, so we've got a semicircle with a diameter of 15 feet. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. So the area of a semicircle is going to be 1/2 pi r squared. And we were given that the diameter was 15 feet. So we need the radius, which is 7.5 feet. So this is going to be 1/2 times 3.14, because apparently they're using that, times 7.5 squared, which we're going to put in our calculators. And we're going to get 88.3125 square feet. And we'll leave it at that for right now. Then we're going to go and look at our parallelogram. The area of a parallelogram is just base times height. We've got some work to do here. This is actually we've got to figure out what these side lengths are. And we're going to do that because notice all these congruence marks. This side is this side of the trapezoid is congruent to this side. So this is an isosceles trapezoid. I just realized you can't see me motioning, but the trapezoid is isosceles. And these two sides of the parallelogram are congruent. So actually this parallelogram is technically a rhombus, not just a parallelogram. So we need to find this side length, and we're going to do that using the Pythagorean theorem. So we've got 5 and 30. Five squared plus 30 squared equals c squared. 25 plus 900 equals c squared. C is going to be the square root of 925, which is approximately 30.41. Okay? So that is going to be the base of the parallelogram. All right, do we see that, hopefully? The height of the parallelogram is not this distance, it's this distance right here. It's the vertical distance between the bottom and the top. And we already know that. That's 30. So the area of our parallelogram is going to be 30 times 30.41. But that is not, and so that's going to be 912.41. But that's not the area of the carpet. This is the area of the parallelogram. Remember, the area of the carpet is the area of the parallelogram minus this little triangle up here. We already found that that triangle has an area of 12 square feet. So we're going to subtract 12, and then this carpeted area is going to be 900.41 square feet. All right, so that plus this are going to be our area of the carpet that we're going to have. So 900.41 plus 88.3125 is going to give us 988.73 is where I'll round to square feet. And they told us that carpet is $1.14 per square foot. So we're going to multiply. And we get that the carpet is going to cost us $1,127.15. So, we've got the carpet. We've got the wood is $173.13. And we've got the whatever else this was, tile, I guess, was $774. So we're going to add these three amounts together. This is absolutely a calculator problem. No one in their right mind would expect you to do this by hand. You're going to get $2,074.28. So our answer is $2,074.28. All right, hope that helps. Send me reminds if you need more questions answered. I should be able to do this all weekend long, so this definitely works better than what we were trying to do with Skype, and it doesn't require you guys to actually be present. Hopefully I should be able to do something like this for the Sunday review session. I'm still working out the kinks of that, but we'll see what happens. Hope y'all have a great day.